Welcome back. You're still watching First Trades right here on ET Now. Ajith Kumar Rai, who's CMD of Suprajit Engineering, joins us to talk about their business. Mr. Rai, it's great to have you in the show. Thanks very much for taking out the time. Analysts are quite optimistic about your inorganic growth strategy and sustained momentum in the cable exports. Could you talk a little bit about what kind of growth numbers can you sustain on sales and profits?
Good morning and thank you for having me on your channel. Yes, we had a good year last year and we also see a fairly robust year this year. In terms of the both organic and inorganic growth plans of the company, as you know, we have just announced that we are spending about 100 crores to expand our capacity from 250 million cables to about 300 million cables by setting up 2 greenfield plants in South in Bangalore. Similarly, we are also looking at inorganic opportunities. As you know, we have done 3 acquisitions in the last between 14 and 17. And last year, 17 and 18 was a year of consolidation where we worked closely with our acquired companies and tried to bring them up to speed. Now that we have sort of consolidated that part of the business, we are continuing to look at opportunities. Suprajit's plan is to grow profitably by de-risking our businesses. The plan currently is how we can improve our footprint, not just in India, beyond India, to try to enhance our customer presence. So in that direction, both at our core businesses of cables and at the lamps business, we are trying to see how best we can find strategic and niche opportunities anywhere in the world to try to see that we grow our business, continue to grow our business profitably. And in terms of export business, I just asked that question. Our cable business is growing pretty strongly. We have strong pipeline for the automotive cable exports. Suprajit Automotive and Suprajit Europe, our 2 100% owned subsidiaries which are in the automotive export business. I think the business there is expected to sort of double in the next 3 or so years because of the strong business traction we have from customers like Volkswagen, BMW and Renault Nissan as well as Ford.
Okay. Mr. Rai, Phoenix Lamps business has been a drag on your financials for a while now, and even the new H7 product hasn't really, helped boost your aftermarket sales. Could you tell us a little bit more about how is it that you plan to turn around these two?
You are correct. I think last 2 years at Phoenix, the business has been flat, although the EBITDA margins have been strong at 14%. When we acquired, the EBITDA was at about 10%. So our margins have improved, but the business had not grown. It is largely because of the downtrend that we have seen in the European market. We are working on it very closely with our European subsidiaries, both Luxlite and Trifa, and this year we internally feel that the growth is back on track. We expect to grow our Phoenix Lamps division's growth this year with the fairly robust EBITDA margins.
Okay. In FY18, you benefited from the strong two-wheeler growth as well. But when it comes to PVs, you have a relatively smaller market share. How is it that you're looking to scale this up? Any OEMs that you're in talks with?
Yeah, I mean, without going into specific names, I can say that in a couple of customers, we have started getting some new traction. But we look at our passenger vehicle business not just only as an India business, we look at our global business. I think that's where we're getting the significant traction. In fact, passenger vehicle, if you look from a global perspective, as I said just earlier, we expect to double our business in the next 3 to 4 years. So overall passenger vehicle penetration will continue to grow. Whereas in India, it would be somewhat muted, but we are starting to get some traction in terms of even Indian passenger vehicle business.
The current capacity of cables business has reached close to 90%. What's the expansion plan and the investment outlined there?
Yeah, last year, our capacity was 250 million, of which we have utilized nearly 212 million cables. And the plan now is to invest another 100 crores over the next 2 years to set up 2 plants. One is exclusively for export of cables to passenger vehicles at Suprajit Automotive. It's a completely greenfield, state-of-the-art plant, which will service customers, as I said before, like BMW, VW, and Renault Nissan. And at another domestic plant for cables. So basically, we are increasing the cable capacity from 250 million to 300 plus million cables in the next 2 years. That will give us enough, runway to meet our customers' requirement for the next 2 to 3 years, as we see fairly robust growth in the cable business.
All right, Mr. Rai, we leave it at that. Thanks very much for joining us and giving us those insights to your business plans. Appreciate you being frank with us this morning.
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you.
Thank you.